welcome back to another Thought for the Week. I hope you had an amazing half term. This week we are talking about the subject of Lent, so let's get started.
So there's been a massive trend recently that you might have seen on YouTube or Netflix called minimalism. The idea of minimalism is clearing out the stuff in your home that you don't need, so that you are able to focus and use the stuff that you do need. So Becca and I decided to do just that.
So for Christians, we have just entered a season in the year called Lent, and you might well be familiar with it. But Lent is the 40 days leading right up to Easter, and for Christians it's a time where you can spend more time focusing on God, where they might choose to give things up, maybe chocolate or social media.
At the start of his ministry, Jesus spent 40 days fasting in the wilderness. During this time, he was tempted. You can read about the whole story in Matthew 4. What's really interesting though is that throughout this time of fasting, Jesus didn't actually end up feeling weaker. He felt stronger. He was more able to resist temptation. Why? Because actually, instead of being faced with all the distractions of life, he was able to focus more on God. Because his relationship with God was strengthened, he was more able to resist temptation.
So for you, giving something up during Lent might seem really silly or perhaps a bit pointless. But actually the point of Lent is to think about the things that we'd usually spend time doing, when actually you end up replacing that thing with the things that are most important in your life. So for example, Christians giving up chocolate or social media, the time that they would usually spend doing those things, they end up spending time with God, focusing on Him. So our challenge for you this week is to think about maybe something that you could give up this Lent. What takes up more time than it actually should in your life? Have a think about it, perhaps write it down and even stick it up somewhere every day, which will help you to remind yourself to think about the things that are important in your life. Maybe to start spending more time with your loved ones.